Thoughtful Thursday with James Battle Tested Clay. Ooh, baby, you better get your mind right, girl. Thoughtful Thursday, yeah. Help me sing it, y'all. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday. It's time to get your mind right with James Battle Tested Clay. That's right. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday. 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 Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday with James Battle Tested Clay.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, your man, James Battle Tested Clay, and this is Thoughtful Thursday. Yeah, hey, Thoughtful Thursday. It's been an amazing week. I mean, amazing, paramount, life-altering. There's nothing that I could say or do to even help compare of what it's going to. All I can do is what it was like, what it was going to be, what it has become. Listen, if y'all really want to see as much as I could possibly share, go to my Facebook page, Clay Nation, and look at all the pictures, the videos. I mean, I had an amazing week. My vocation was definitely my vacation. Y'all know I went all the way out to Las Vegas for my job, my vocation. Got a chance to spend time with my family, my grandchildren, my children, the Royal League family, Macons. Haven't seen them in 2.5 years. And my job, Trusted Transportation, Chris Walser, made that happen. They made it happen. I took some some campers out, brought some cars back. I'm back here safe at home. And I just wanted to share all that with you guys, man. Listen, before I even get started, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Why? Because I, James Battle Tested Clay, am a restored citizen, and I talk about reentry things. I talk about life and how we can apply our ways and our thoughts and our life skills to become more successful men and women who have returned from prison. And I share my life. I share my life to show that, hey, I did it. You can do it. And I give you all the secrets, all the tools, all the things that I did to maybe that can help you in some way, shape, form, or fashion live a more successful life. And if you're watching this and you know someone that's been incarcerated and they're struggling, please share this video with them. Every one of you right now, you know one person. You know somebody. I'm asking you that you share this video. What do you mean share? Text it to them, message it to them, not just share it on Facebook. One person that you know, and share it with them, so they can know that they can do this. This is to motivate men and women who have been incarcerated. This is to motivate the family members of those who've been incarcerated. This is to motivate the victims. What do you mean? To even let them know that men and women who have went to prison can turn their life around and be a positive influence in the community. Can we go back and change what we've done? No, we can't go back and change it. But what we can do is from this point forward, from the present moment forward on, is make great choices and make our life worth something. Make it count for something. Be a part of something bigger than yourself. Give back to your community. Give back to your family. And you don't need to go ask for forgiveness. Don't ask for forgiveness. Your life will get it for you. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't, but some people don't want to hear you say I'm sorry. They want to see the action. Let the words of your mouth and meditation of your heart be acceptable in your sight. The Lord, your strength and my Redeemer. So let your life show and prove what you're talking about. So that being said, listen, I got to share all kind of stuff with y'all. I'm going to show some clips later. Go to the Royal League family on YouTube channel, like and subscribe. And if you want to see the version of everything that I did put all together in a nice clip, thank you, my son, Lorenzo Macon Jr. You did an amazing job. He was a great host. I love you, man. I watched you work tirelessly to make sure that my stay with you and your family was great. I love you, my beautiful sunshine, Andrea Macon. I love you. I love all my grandchildren, Malachi and Isaiah and Jaden and Alana and King and Yasin and Phoenix. I love my family, and we had a great time. I'm going to have some clips in there because the best part is when I got a chance to surprise them. So you'll get to see that. And what did I come back with? Okay, let's go through the whole trip. So I did all this stuff for my job, got loaded up and ready to go. My first stop was in Arkansas. And Keisha Phillips, shouts out to you and all the great work that you're doing down there in Arkansas with the Goodwill and with returning citizens and helping them get for job readiness programming and things like that. I honor you, I salute you, and all you folks down there in Rogers and Bentonville, Arkansas. You got your jewel right there in your own city. But when I got there, look, I got a gift. I got a gift. And this, she got me that right there. It's a, I'm going to read it to you. It says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. And you shall write my words on the doorpost of your heart." This is a thing that they would wear across the thing, and you can put it over your door. The door is of the door of your heart. And I also got a nice little bookmarker right there. That's a feather. And it's a golden feather. And it's a symbol that honors. It represents honor and respect. I also got this right here. Prepare here, serve anywhere. Prepare right here in your heart. So you start right here, and then it goes out to be able to serve anywhere. And then I got this beautiful, beautiful coffee cup. And it says, "It is well with my soul." Thank you, Keisha, for this wonderful, wonderful gift and hospitality. And so I stayed there the first night, and then I went on to Vegas. And y'all seen all those beautiful pictures out there in the mountains and the flatlands of New Mexico and Arizona and Texas. It's just beautiful. Check out some of the videos. I even seen the Road Runner out there. But y'all, I'm gonna show y'all videos of me surprising the kids. Remember I said go to the Royal League family. But my daughter, bless my soul, she gave me some stuff that was my son's. And for you, those of you that don't know, I lost my oldest son, Timothy O'Brien Clay, also AKA Cobra Nightwolf, committed suicide about almost 2 years ago. And he was in the Navy, and she gave me some of his stuff that I can continue to add and cherish to hold on to my son. And yes, they lived in San Diego. That's a San Diego Padres hat. Let me see if I can fit that on there. Oh yeah. That works. And then here's his his Kango. Oh shoot, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to let me go and wear that. Can I finish that up right here? With my Kango. But some people say I look like LL. LL Cool J is hard as it's not LL Cool J, it's LL Cool Clay. All right. Anyway, but this is probably the most important one. This was his Navy cover. It's kind of faded now, and it's got his name down on the inside. And y'all know in my office in there, I have one of his camis from when he was in Afghanistan. So, in a t-shirt right here, that was my son's. And just save it. You know, his boys may grow up, my grandsons, his boys may grow up one day. And yeah, help remember and share my son. Man, I'm sweating up in here. It's because I'm excited. Listen, so all that being said, I'll add the rest of this stuff later. But I want to share, remember where we're at. We're on The Rhythm of Life, Living Every Day with Passion and Purpose by Matthew Kelly. Get the book, read the book. I'm recommending the book. I'm co-signing on the book. I'm authorizing the book. Listen, some people read way too many books. I think it's in Ecclesiastes. King Solomon said, don't make yourself busy reading a bunch of books, because after a while it doesn't amount to anything. And I heard another great speaker say, read the same books over and over again. And you just kind of like leave them open. And the books that really hit you, you read them again and again and again and again. Why? Because if they're hitting you, make them become a part of your life. And I have there's 7 to 10 books that I just read constantly over and over and over again. What are they, James? And I put them in there before. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. The Rhythm of Life by Matthew Kelly. The 4 Agreements, Miguel Ruiz. The Mastery of Love, Miguel Ruiz. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey. I mean, they just pop off like that. In those books, I do, and I apply all those. But of course, most importantly, is the Word. You know, the Bible is your word, your law, and guidance. You can look in any place, and I'm sure you'll find it. It's a history book. Like the one you get at school. This is full of knowledge, wisdom, and a whole lot of truth. 66 books in holy on the front, so eat your daily bread and not a bunch of junk. So yeah, but let's get into it. Remember, we were doing the seven dreams that Matthew Kelly has prayed for us, and then I pray for you. And the first one, let me recap for those of you who have not been following, and this might be your first time. On page 31, it has the 7 dreams, and just saying, he said, for many years I've been practicing the exercise we did together a little earlier. What do you want from life? The what do you want from life exercise. The first several times I made my own list, all I wanted was more of the things of the world. Then I discovered my essential purpose, and everything changed. Do you want to be like the world? You want all those other things, but when you find your purpose, everything changes. Think of Psalms 37 says, you delight yourself in me, I'll give you the desires of your heart. So it's kind of like a trick. I call it positive manipulation. The more you delight yourself in God, the more your desires will change. The more you delight yourself in the world and the things that the world have, your desires will get further and further away from God's purpose. That's why I like parables. Parables are a way to explain how the kingdom of God works. Most of us think the way the world thinks, and we think that that's okay. But the Bible says there's a way that seems right unto a man, but that way leads to death. He started by asking himself, here's some questions. Which of these things on my list are going to help me become the best version of myself? Your car, your job, your wife, your kids, your husband, your degrees. Is all of that going to help you become the best version of yourself? He said the good news was that I did have some things on the list that were going to help me become the best version of myself. Some of us, like me, my vocation is my vacation. What I do helps me do my purpose. Does your job help you fulfill your purpose? Does the time and energy you're spending throughout the day help you become the best version of yourself and fulfill your purpose? I don't know. So he does the test to see. So he created these 7 dreams. These are my dreams. I believe that the pursuit of these dreams will lead us to peace, happiness, success, satisfaction, service, wholeness, and holiness. And why would they lead to that? Because all of us are here to do something special. There is no absolute in anything. No one group of people, one person is all right. There's a way that seems right unto me that is different to you, and so forth and so on. And Romans 14 says, every person be convinced in their own mind. Well, one person may agree and believe that it's this thing. Another person may agree and believe that it's this thing. But God says, let all of us, whether you believe in one thing or whether you believe in all things, we all belong to Him. And so in the first dream, he says, I have a dream that you have complete control over your mental and physical faculties, and that you are neither a slave to food, drink, nor any other substance. No slave. Remember, we talked about no slave to any substance, and that you have true freedom to be able to choose. Having the voice to have a choice. Oh, say that again. Having a voice to have a choice is true freedom. When you say I can't, or I'll try, or I don't know if I can, well, then you're already limiting your power. You're limiting your power to choose. When you say, I can't do that, no, say I choose, or I choose not to do that. Okay? Well, I can't do that. Well, hey, have you even attempted? You get one try. Once the first time you do it, it's a try. After you do it, either you do it well or you don't do it so well. So can't and try are always words that I talk about. The second dream. is I have a dream for you that you are able to discern the people, activities, possessions, and those things that are most important to you. Do you know the people, places, and things that are most important to you, and putting those things in priority, and that you'll give each one of them their appropriate time? Are you spending too much time over here and not enough time over here? Are you doing this, which leads to nothing, and not doing enough of this, which would lead to everything that leads you to your purpose? One person told me one time, they said, if what you're doing right now doesn't lead you to your ultimate goal and ultimate purpose, then you're wasting your time. Some of us are very busy, but we're not productive. Be busy doing things that lead you to your purpose. Don't waste so much time, because time is one thing that you cannot get back. The third dream is what we talked about last week, is that you have the courage, determination, firmness, and persistence to perform the tasks that you choose, decided, to resolve to perform. That you perform them with a commitment to excellence and attention to detail. Now, here's the thing that I have, and I'm working on this. Most people say they're going to do something and they don't do it. They do. I mean, and they're not. So I can read a person's character by their discipline and by their consistency. You tell me you're going to do something, or you tell me you're attempting the first time to do something, and you only do it for a week or two, or you never get back to me, or you never say anything. And then when you see me, oh, my bad. These are people who procrastinate. These are people who are not men or women of the word. Now, if I'm stepping on some toes, I'm sorry I'm stepping on some toes. But I'm trying to tell you, your character, all we have, if we don't have anything else, is our word. And our word is our bond. And folks know that if you ask James battle-tested Clay, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I can't do it, I'm going to tell you that I can't do it. Remember, we talked about being responsible. Responsibility is the ability to respond. Stop telling people you're going to do something and then don't follow through. A lot of people say they're going to do stuff because they want people to like them when they really know that they don't have the ability to respond. A lot of people say yes to things that they have no clue about because they want to be liked, or because they want to look professional, or they want to look important. I tell you straight up, I can't do that. Don't ask me to try to do anything that you doing, because I'm not in comparison. This is not a competition, because I know what my purpose and my goal is. People who compete and try to be what somebody else is because they're not trying to fulfill their goal and purpose. What God has for you is yours. What God has for you is yours. And so I talk about getting out of prison and doing all of these things. The first thing is, most of these things happened to me while I was inside. And I took care of all the stuff inside while I was in prison. I got away from, well, some of that stuff we ain't got to get away from, because prison takes us away from the drugs, the alcohol, the sex, the violence. And some of us carry that stuff with us and live it the whole time while we're inside. You know who you are. You're still spinning your wheels. You're still wasting your time. But then once we get in there, we start discerning what kind of people inside we want to deal with. People click up inside. You know, the whites with whites, black with blacks, and this and that. And no matter where you go, there's cliques everywhere. And then people go and decide that they make a commitment. Some people, I first thought I was going to make a commitment to play softball, lift weights for 9 years. I would have been the most in shape, healthiest dude, most athletic dude. But would that had anything to do with my purpose? Not at all. But I decided to start, when I decided to join the Horizon program, men and women that are inside, and family members, if they don't have their GED, tell them to get their GED. Tell them to go to school. The more educated we are, the less likely we are going to go back to our old lifestyle. Education is power. Knowledge is power. And I say wisdom is leverage. Once you learn something new, like I'm trying to show you now, apply that thing. And there's the chances of you returning to prison, the chances of you going back to your old ways and doing stuff. Once you learn something new and it opens your eyes and enlightens you, you don't want to go back to that stuff. So listen, those three things. Now here's number 4. Oh, what I wanted to say. Once I got out of prison, I had to start this list all over again. Yeah, because now the atmosphere, the environment has changed. The environment out here is much different than the environment inside of the prison. So you have to learn how to, I practice inside. I had to live it out here. So I'm not saying prison is not the real deal. It's a total different world. But wherever you go, men and women, wherever you go, you should be the same person. They should know that that's him. You know my voice, you know my actions. If somebody can't put something on you where, I don't care if you're in prison, if you're on the street, if you're at church, if you're in the hood, if you're around the way, if I'm in Vegas, if I'm in Ohio, or I'm in Colorado, James Battle Tested Clay is still going to be the same person. That way you know who you are. So that's what I'm saying. So once I learned how to be that person in prison, now all the vices are loose. You have to be responsible for your choices. You have the freedom to choose now. The gates ain't protecting you no more. The gates ain't telling you when to go to bed and when to get up and supervising you. You're being supervised yourself. And some people have to go to halfway houses, transitional housing. Then some people have to be on paper, but you gradually get your freedom back. And then once you're totally free, I hope that you've learned from being completely inside locked up to completely free out here that you're still the same person, living your life full of passion and purpose. Okay, let me get to it. The fourth one. The fourth dream is this. I have a dream for you that you discover a unique talent that leads you to dedicate the professional aspect of your life to some work that you can be passionate about. I dream that you may enjoy the rare privilege of spending your days in meaningful work, that you serve your neighbor, you serve your family, and you serve your community in your occupation, and that by doing that, you are able to provide even for your temporary needs. Yeah. What is your unique talent? Is your vocation, your vacation, is when you go to work, you feel like you're doing something meaningful? Is that gift or that unique talent that God given you helping you to help your family? It's helping you to help your community. Is it? And it's helping you to help your neighbor, the next person. Listen, James, what is yours? This right here. God's given me the gift of words. So I'm writing books, I'm speaking, I'm sharing, I'm teaching. God has given me a great mind. He's given me a sound mind. And this is me. I'm not trying to be, can I use my brother? Leroy is one of the dopest singers I've ever heard. But I can't go, hoo, hoo, hoo. I don't know how you do it. Hey! Leroy, I can't do that. Or when he be playing them keys, I can't do that. I'm not a great artist. My stick man can't even look like stick man. The people don't even know what that is. There's just some things that I can't do. There's a lot of things that I can, but it doesn't make no sense to do a lot of good things, a lot of things good, but nothing well. What is your talent? What were you created to do? Are you a cook? Are you a chef? Are you an artist? Are you a mechanic? Are you a speaker? Are you a singer? Are you a poet? Are you a musician? Are you a mother? Are you a great father? What do you do? Are you good at coordinating clothes and doing designs? Your unique talent that you love to do. Are you an engineer? People who build cars and planes, and they love it. That's what you should be doing. You should have passion behind that, and it's meaningful work that when you lay down and rest permanently, that you will leave a legacy behind that people will say that man or that woman did that thing. Well done, my good and faithful servant. You've taken every gift that I've given you and you've given it to the world to make the world a better place. That's number 4. Find your talent. Some of us been doing it ever since we was kids, and we were it's so much a part of us, we're doing it unconsciously. Fish don't try to swim in water, they just swim in the water. Grass doesn't try to go, it grows. That's their purpose. The wind doesn't try to blow, it blows. And humans shouldn't have to try to love, we just love. The only thing is we have a consciousness, and then if our consciousness and our memories and our thoughts and our experiences get distorted, we lose our purpose. So I'm asking you, and I'm pleading with you, I'm beseeching you, brothers and sisters, that you find out what that thing is. I started when I was in the 2nd grade, helping people with their homework, helping the teacher grade the papers, being a tutor, helping people spell. I was already doing it all the way up through school. When I joined the Marine Corps, I ended up being a squad leader, a platoon leader. When I went to trucking school, I ended up helping guys learning how to drive their truck and helping them with their homework. No matter where I go, even in prison, I became a leader and became a teacher and a guide and a counselor. My purpose is to help you find your purpose. And he chose me he selected the people for me, the people that nobody wants to deal with. There are valuable jewels inside of a prison. What do you do with your most precious jewels? You lock them up. And so all you men and women that have been incarcerated, all of you that are out here on the street and felt like you can't make it, I'm telling you that there is a formula and there's a way that it can be done, and you can't do it by yourself. You need to surround yourself with quality people. I promise you that it works. I'm promising you. I'm standing on your word that if you listen and you try to do things in the proper way and put things in proper steps and stuff, your life will be completely different. Yes, I cannot change my past. Folks are always going to look up my rap sheet. Folks are always going to say, what, yeah, you know what he used to do? The key word is used to do. What am I doing now? What have I done in the last 5 years out here, 5.5 years? What have I done the entire time I was in prison? Sit besides play softball and lift weights the first year and a half. I found my purpose inside. What do you mean you found your purpose inside? What, I feel like preaching, and I'm teaching. Listen, a seed. I was a seed. And prison was the ground, and they put me in the ground. They buried me, covered me up. A lot of people forgot about me, said he's gone, he's dead, he's done. But while I was in the dirt, come on somebody, while I was in that dirt, you know what happened? That water and that rain began to nourish me, and that dirt around me, the darkness around me began to make me bust loose and fulfill my purpose. And out of that seed it began to sprout out. It took 9 years for this tree to grow. I'm a beautiful tree, and now I'm out here and I'm providing fruit. But prison was the dirt. I was the seed. And it helped. Some other people are still in prison, and they still won't allow that seed, that nourishment and that dirt to clean them up. Dirt is good for you. Dirt is good for you. And I'm gonna close with this because I'm feeling something. We talked about shadow work. If some people don't know what a shadow is, the only way you know you have a shadow, listen to what I'm saying, is by standing in the light. You see my shadow back there? The light shows us where our shadow is, but if you're in complete darkness, you can't see your shadow. Most of us want to stay in the darkness because we don't want to see those dark sides of ourselves. And where does our shadow come from? When did this shadow come into place? The shadow started when we was babies. Job says we are born into a world of trouble, and this shadow follows us everywhere we go. But what I want to do, I want to see my shadow so I can face that thing and deal with that thing. I don't want to hide from it. So the more I stand in the light, the more I can do shadow work. What's shadow work? You ever see the dudes boxing their shadow? No matter how much you move, it moves with you. So you can't run from your shadow. Let me say it again. You can't run from your shadow. Some of us want to completely disown and disavow anything that we didn't like about ourselves. Apostle Paul said in Romans 7, why do I do the things I don't want to do, and I do the things, but I do, why don't I do the things that I should do, but I do the things that I don't want to do? And he said, it's the sin in me. It's always with you. But when you become disciplined, when you become educated and learn consistency and be able to live out that thing every day, not in your own power, not in your own spirit, but in the Spirit of God that is inside you, you can turn this thing around. I promise you. I'm making some strong promises because they're not mine. You're in the dirt. You're in the dirt, and you can come up out of that and keep your roots in the dirt. The deeper your roots go down in that dirt, that's that stability. I've been there. That's that battle tested. The more I'm rooted in the dirt, I've been there. I know what it's like. That makes me strong. My roots make me strong, that when hard times come and pressures come, I can still stand. I can still withstand. I'm battle tested. That means I'm ready and able to perform because I've already been tested in it. I've already prepared myself for it. I'm ready to go. And you can too. I know I'm going on. I'm gonna share some clips of the stuff later on, right after this. But listen, I'm so excited. What you excited about, James? Because I'm living right now, at this present moment, I'm living the best life I've ever had. Ever. After prison. Yeah. After losing everything, God will give it back to you. Tenfold. Now, am I rich? No, but I have everything that I want and need. I'm wealthy. My health is robust. My home life is robust. My personality is robust. Everything is wonderful. I have no complaints. There are some things that, people that I'm close to that might hurt my heart or my feelings, but that's being human. It hurts me because I love them. If I didn't love them, then I wouldn't feel the pain. Listen, my name is James Battle Tested Clay, and I got to cut this off because I'm just on a mission, and I'm rolling. The fourth dream of the rhythm of life is to find your unique talent. Find it. Make it your vocation. Make it your job. Make it that gift and that talent be a blessing to your neighbor, to your family, and to your community. And that it also provides for your temporal needs. What's your temporal needs? Your rent, your clothes, your food. Your needs, not your wants, your needs. Because if you do that, you won't lack anything anyway. Listen, God bless y'all. I will see y'all next week. I'm your boy, your man, your brother, your neighbor, James Battle Tested Clay. Peace. Because the battle test isn't about winning or losing. It's about learning and growing from it. Y'all be at peace. Later.
All right, y'all. The James is here. My father-in-law just pulled up, y'all. We about to meet him and surprise the kids real quick. I'm just waiting for him to pull up right now. Said he just got here. Kids don't even know that they GP just pulled up to the place to be, and I see him. Hold on. There him go. The James. The James. Now, if this ain't him, I'm feeling hella stupid. The James. It is the James. Holy mackerel. The James is here. The James is here. The James is here. The James is here. What's up, Papa Doc?
What's happening?
They don't even know I came outside. How you doing?
Good to see you, man.
I just came outside, and they do not know.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Oh,
y'all kept it low key.
Kept it under wraps. Nobody knows nothing. Dread, I kept our mouth shut. And they ain't there right now.
Is that picture you jumped over there when you went to Costco?
That's it right there. That's it right there. Costco right in the backyard. We're about to go up the stairs. That's Alana's room right there. I'm about to creep up these stairs. Alright, on the left, right there on the left. Hey, y'all, they about to be like, what? Let's get it. Let's get it. I just walk in.
I like I'm living out in space. It's a better place.
Gotcha.
didn't I?
Got him.
They knew it too.
You should have seen Jay's face. Jay was there. He said,
Oh, the baby, yeah.
That boy cheesing.
And there's the new one. Come here, beautiful. She's like, I don't know you. It's okay though. It's all good. We the same. We the same. We the same, baby. Come on, Mom. Oh man.
GP in the crib.
We got him.
Got him.
Got him.
I told my dad.
GP daddy.
I knew.
Dre, you gotta get the camera so I can get my hug.
The reunion of the noses.
Your turn.
The noses.
Well, I gotta be the nose. Good to see you. Good to see you. The noses, huh?
Woo-wee. Got y'all.
Surprise.
The twins have seen each other.
Yep.
She was like, we ain't having it.
See.
Thanks, man. That way to hold it. Way to hold it.
How did you get here so
You
fast?
see that, Mikey? You see that, Mikey?
He said,
I'm like,
You should see his face. He got it real good.
Oh yeah, Malachi had no idea.
That's it. I just came across the country to see my boys.
yeah, that's
my
y'all
girl.
surprise. They're like, when are we going somewhere? I said,
They was bugging
nothing.
every 10 minutes with a question.
Yeah, man.
And we was on train this weekend too. Look at that.
Yeah. Got y'all.
Now y'all get a break. Y'all don't gotta do it this weekend. Now y'all do it next weekend.
All right, y'all. That was a big surprise. So we'll be back. Peace.
Uh-huh.